Hello, and
Welcome.
welcome to
Alternate
Fucking
Casuals.
What makes you
fucking
casual?
it don't matter.
What you know,
Fucking
Old man problems. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, the ultimate effing casuals have reconvened once again. Nathan, Isaac, how casual are you feeling?
Dude, after last night, man, 319, we had some moments, bro. We had some moments. So I'm pretty excited, to say the least.
I think looking back at our predictions, we do look like the ultimate effing casuals right now.
It's what we are. It's what we do.
We just have to live up to our namesake.
One thing that I don't do in the outro little plug thing that I insert is I don't say if you have just this dying urge to tell us, it's always just tell us how bad you think our takes are. It's never how casual do you think we are, because it's in the name. Sorry, buddy, you can't call me a casual because I call myself a casual. It's just how
We
it
embrace
is.
it.
Yeah, I embrace it. I am an MMA casual. I don't deny that one bit. All right, into some boxing news. Italma versus Dillian White. Nathan, let me start with you. Is Italma the truth?
I think he is. He's certainly not ready for Usyk, but he definitely is the future of this division. I mean, he's only 20 years old. I mean, that's still blows my mind
a
every time
fucking
this guy
baby.
comes up. And I mean, he's already knocking off the guys that are like been around a while. You're the veteran gatekeeper. That's what White is now. He's sort of, the old guard and experienced, been in title fights before, not, a complete joke of a fighter, not some can. And I mean, he made it look easy. Like there was no resistance that he had for Moses there. And, I hope, and what also surprises me and how classy he is, right? He got up afterwards and he was like, you know what? I would love the opportunity to fight Usyk, but, Parker and Caviel probably deserve it more than me. So, I won't turn it down if it comes to me, but, like he understands, he's paying respect to his seniors in a way. And that's extremely rare, in this kind of social media era of fighting. And so, I mean, young, talented, fast, strong, good head on his shoulders. Like there's really nothing to dislike about this guy.
Yeah. I was watching an interview with him, in the lead up to the fight. And he mentioned, someone asked him, how are you so mature for your age? Because you are pretty young. And he just says that he tries to, absorb, stuff going on around him, and he tries to basically adopt, an Usyk mindset. So, these greats that have succeeded before him, he tries to adopt these mindsets, even being so young. And it clearly helps. I mean, like Nathan said, he is way more mature than his age would suggest. And then when you add in his fighting style, super exciting. I mean, he's getting these super quick knockouts. I mean, he's the complete package already. The White win, I will say White is washed and everything, but name-wise, this is a pretty decent win for Italma. And I mean, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. I mean, he blasted him out of there within one round. I mean, there was nothing White got going at all in that fight. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where Italma goes after this. He's one of boxing's, he might be the most exciting prospect at the moment. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where he goes.
It hurts a little bit to say that he's the future of the heavyweight division, and it's not because he's not deserving. It's just that it's a goddamn Brit. That's what it
Another
is.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another fucking Brit that's like gonna take over heavyweight. And like we don't have here in the U.S. We don't have. Who do we have?
Well, hold on.
Joshua
Wasn't there
Edwards.
some?
That's all we got.
There was some that guy.
Joshua Edwards.
Yeah.
He's a
That's
few
all we
years
got at the
behind Italma at this point.
Yeah. I mean, the white win was better than the majority of Edwards' wins, but I mean, we'll see. I will say that it puts into perspective, like, I sort of miss what we had with Wilder, man. I mean, an American champ, heavyweight champ, someone at the forefront. He was putting on these exciting fights, exciting knockouts. Yeah, I mean, it looks like even the next generation might potentially be another UK reign, but we'll see what Edwards can cook up.
I gotta believe in Edwards.
I do really hope, though, that, as much as I like Itama and, a lot of Brits want to see him fight Usyk, I really hope if an Usyk fight happens, it's got to be at least 2 more fights away. Like, even just for the division, right? Parker should get the next shot, in my opinion. There's no other one that's deserving. But, you don't want to do the mistake that the UFC has been making recently, where guys come up way too fast and they're like, okay, throw them into a championship bout, throw them into a high-ranked bout immediately, and it's like you skip all the development that's happening. Like, if I had to pick, I'd put Moses up against someone like Derek Chisora next, right? Similar vein to White, not as washed, a good fight you could sell domestically, but let this guy develop into his own guy. Don't force him into a fight like an Usyk fight where he's going to be completely outclassed, right? Even if he has the physical advantages to help make that fight more competitive, like don't ruin this guy's confidence right as he's starting to get going.
Who would you match him up with next then? Because I'm sort of worried that, especially with what Turkey's been saying, that he wants Itama to fight Usyk. I am sort of worried that will be the next fight that gets made, just because it has the so-called like blessing of Turkey.
For the sake of sour grapes and nothing else, Usyk Itama should be next. Fucking cut this guy's confidence. All of everything that Nathan just said. Everything that Nathan just said. Cut that shit at its fucking heels. And Itama loses. He loses his confidence as a fighter, and he just goes on tilt. And like that's what I want. Joshua Edwards supremacy. That's what I'm here for.
Clears the path.
Clear the path.
If you were, oh yeah, go ahead.
I have no valid like way forward for Itama. Like he's whatever development fight you're putting in front of him, he's gonna crush it. He is that good. Just that's all.
I think he is at a point now though where like his next fight needs to be, he's done with cans. Like no more can matchups.
He's done with.
He's gonna be fighting names that prominent names in the heavyweight division. I saw some people suggesting the Parker fight, but I mean, like Nathan said, I do think Parker should be fighting Usyk next. He definitely deserves a title shot. But I've been trying to think like who Itama should fight. I mean, we saw Hrgovic got the win against Adelaide. Actually, what ended up being like a pretty fun fight. Would you guys be interested in Hrgovic versus Itama? Just since Hrgovic, he has the chin.
It would be an easy minute and a half, 2 minutes for Itama.
Yeah. I actually think Hrgovic would hang in there a while. He's salty enough to make that a dirty fight. And I mean, his fighting style is so ugly, just the way he tries to smother everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make that fight. I think if he fought Zhang or Chisora or even like F.A. Jocko or something like that.
What about that?
Yeah, see, this is the thing. I want to see Itama, I want to see him go like deeper into the fight. like I know early on you're explosive, you're like, you super destructive early on, but like what happens, I know he has gone the distance before. But what happens if we get to like round 5 versus an elite fighter, round 6? So like I think that's what I'm interested in next now.
I think someone like Zhang or Chisora would be able to fit that bill, right? They wouldn't have a shot in hell at winning, but they would be able to make him work for it. I mean, Zhang especially would have like serious knockout power coming back, so it would force Atama to take things.
Got me thinking like he could possibly pull it off,
or at the very least,
so
he would force. I mean, he would have to at least force Moses to think about his entries, right? It wouldn't be one way, fighting. It would be he'd have to very intelligently find his moments in that fight.
See, another thing, like the Chisora one is intriguing because, Atama just fought in Saudi Arabia, but like you could do Atama versus Chisora in the UK, grow the fan base more. I mean, people come out for Chisora, and then Atama's this like growing prospect in the UK. He's exploding at the moment. Like that fight actually makes a lot of sense. And Chisora would just be auto walling as well. So that could be the one to make.
Martin Bacoli.
Oh.
That's dangerous, but it's still a good win.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these are all good names.
Man. Is Dillian White done? He gotta be.
I feel like he's gotta be, right?
Gotta be.
The fight with Tito was so bad, and then he just got nuked in one round here. I feel like you gotta be done at this point.
Came in the best shape of his life, according to the press, and this is what you turn in as a fucking performance? Bro, it's time to hang it up. If this was your best, shit, dude. I'm not sure what else is left for you.
He's got to be out of here after that.
After this, for sure. All right. Anything more for the boxing stuff? All right. Let's jump ahead of the news for a second, and we're gonna talk about the reviews. Dana White's Contender Series Season 9 kicks off at the UFC Apex. There were some okay wins. Ty Miller over Jimmy Drago. That was pretty good for like if you want a boxer, because like Ty Miller was like a Golden Gloves winner more than once. But the highlight, Baisangur Susurkaev gets the stoppage in 1 over Mortaza Talia.
Yeah, it was a nice front kick to the body. A little body shot KO.
Nasty.
It's always nice to see. Yeah.
Friday, August 15th. If you're not watching One Friday Fights, then you missed 120. Sucks to be you. You should be watching. PFL 2025, the finals. Women's flyweight, bantamweight, and lightweight. Robert Watley gets the KO in 3 over Mads Burnell. I think that was the lightweight. Marceli Alves, UD over Justin Wetzel. Liz Carmouche gets a stoppage in 3 over Jenna Bishop. And Alfie Davis, UD over Gatsi Rabadanov. It's an Eagle guy. Drops the ball.
Yeah.
Have you tried?
I think there was like some decent hype behind Gatsi. Like I feel like he was actually nominated for fighter of the year or something like that before this fight. So yeah, this is intriguing.
Interesting outcome.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, man, another because the Eagles, they got a PFL title already this year. So I was kind of expecting. I took it for granted that they would get it again.
Yeah, Eagle FC, man, they've added a few losses recently.
True. All right, let's move into the meat of the dish. UFC 319. Oh man, I fucking missed this one. Joseph Morales submits. What is this? Is this Alibi? Idris
That'll be interesting. Yeah.
in the second. Karina Silva, 11th at flyweight, late replacement, gets the UD over Dione Barbosa. Sad times. Drakkar Close, UD over Edson Barbosa.
No relation to the last Barbosa.
Yeah, no relation. Still lose.
Dude, this is a rough watch, man. Barbosa's been around this sport for a long time. Super exciting fighter, but man, I think it's time to hang him up. He did not look good in this fight. At the end of the second round, he almost got put out. There, was up against the cage. Took some big shots. Almost got put out, but survived. Yeah, and he looked old. He looked old. I think it's time. Father Time is undefeated. I think it's time for him to hang it up. If you're out here losing to Drakkar Close, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Yeah, it was rough to see my boy Barbosa getting done like that, but yeah, F.
It's interesting because in the first week of the Contender Series, there was a guy Radley De Silva who specifically mentioned Edson Barbosa as like one of his inspirations. It's like to have that high energy capoeira style.
Yeah, man, like Prime Barbosa, his kicks were just like super lethal. I mean, his highlight reel is insane, but yeah, I just did not see much of Prime Barbosa.
Yeah, this is not vintage Barbosa. All right, let's move up. Alexander Hernandez gets the stoppage over Chase Hooper in the first. Man, I wanted Chase Hooper to do it. Damn it.
Our Gooner King has fallen.
Yeah, this was so bad. Hooper was like, he actually was looking really, really good on the feet. But man, literally like the last few seconds of the first round, Hernandez just like gets him with a nice counter, puts him down. I mean, he was super hurt. But yeah, man, it was rough. I don't know. But Hooper was like sort of dominating on the feet up until then. But yeah, Hernandez sort of caught him clean. It's rough to see.
Very sad. Rest in pepperoni.
How clean was this? Lupi Godinez UD over Jessica Andrade. Yeah.
This was actually like a nice little scrap. I thought like the third round though, dude, Andrade was like really putting it on Godinez for some time. But yeah, it was a nice little. It was pretty clear, like 2-1 win for Lupi, I thought.
Yeah, it's just like how it was. I don't know if grimy is the right word, but close but clear.
Yeah.
Mikhail Oleksijuk stops Gerald Meerschaert in the first. GG.
What the heck, Gerald? That really was a shart of a fight. That was bad. I forced that. That was rough.
I wasn't gonna go there, but like, hey,
Yeah, put it in there.
leave
We
it
got
to you, Big Nate.
Dude, the fighting nerds, man. It's sort of weird seeing a Polish dude in there, but
It was
he is one
surprising
fighting
to
nerd.
see a Polish dude in the Fighting Nerds.
Yeah. Yeah, he sort of just mantled Meerschaert. I mean, we know Meerschaert, his weakest point is in the striking. He's super slow. I mean, no head movement. Yeah, he sort of got picked apart, and he could not get anything going, grappling wise. But yeah, it was a nice little KO for Oleksiejczuk.
And capping off the prelims, oh, where did you hear this name before? It was in Dana White's Contender Series, Week 1. Baisangur Susurkayev gets the submission in the second over Eric Nolan. Man, coming off of a 4-day turnaround, and he gets it done. I don't know. What do you guys think? I honestly am looking at this guy and I'm thinking like this is a special young man. What do you think?
I mean, the 4-day turnaround was pretty interesting. I don't think that's ever been done before, especially coming off the Contender Series. It was interesting to see. Obviously, he's friends with Kamzat in the same camp.
He was
so
his
Kamzat,
sparring partner for the main event.
Yeah, so Kamzat definitely put some good word in there to Dana to get him in. But man, it's dude, Nolan was sort of putting it on him in the first round. I thought Nolan won the first round, landed the better strikes. But yeah, in the second strike, I mean, we know as you know, on top of this being short notice, Eric Nolan was also coming up a weight division. He normally fights at 170. In the second round, you could really see the size difference was really getting to him. The leg kicks, one of the leg kicks ended up blowing his knee out. He visibly reached down to grab his knee. He was in pain, and then after the fight, he was also limping on his left leg, could not really put weight on it. So I mean, the size difference really got to him here, and then in the second round, just Susurkayev really put it on him and was able to get the submission win over him. But yeah, the first round was a little bit shaky for Susurkayev. It could be just the short notice aspect to it. But yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Well, moving into the main portion, Tim Elliott submits Kai Asakura in second. It was one of you, I think it was Isaac, saying the hype behind Kai Asakura is dead.
Yeah, it is now dead. This is a bad loss. I mean, we even said this during the last session, but his loss to Pantoja, well, it was a loss. I mean, Pantoja is so dominant that it doesn't really matter. This loss matters. This loss actually matters. Man, he looked good in the first round, but in the second round, Tim Elliott, I mean, he just started really putting it on Kai. Kai was so worried about the takedown threat, and rightfully so. I mean, at the end of the second round, Tim Elliott was able to secure the submission win, and man, this is sort of completely derailed the Asakura hype that he had. It's weird, man. Tatsuda Taira is really their only guy now.
As far as the Japanese camp goes?
Yeah.
In hindsight, it looks unbelievably terrible that he was given a title shot immediately against Pantoja, and then Tim Elliott just runs through him. It really calls into question, you're bringing these guys over from another division, but you can't treat them they're champion over there. You can't treat them on the same level, because it's clear at this point that, I mean, there is a pretty noticeable jump in skill between these organizations. And if you want them to succeed and be actual names, you have to take them from the bottom up. Like, fight an unranked guy, give them time to figure out the skills they're going to need that they didn't need over in Ryzen or Bellator or wherever they were to succeed in the UFC, right? Like, I mean, grappling and wrestling seems to be like the common thing, right? A lot of these guys, especially coming over from Ryzen, just can't wrestle. They don't have the skills to stand up to it. And it's like you're getting submitted by Tim Elliott, who's good, but I mean, he's old. He's never going to sniff a title shot. And I mean, it's just as embarrassing on the UFC's part, making these types of matchups.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, Tatsuya Taira, I will say, at least he looks, I mean, he has, grappling is actually his strong suit. So maybe Japan has something going there. I mean, he had a nice win last time out, but man, yeah, I don't even know what to do with Kai after this. Like, I mean, what was Tim Elliott ranked? Was he like
11?
Was he even top 10?
Coming in
11th? Yeah, I mean, what do you do? What do you do with Kai Sakura after this?
Yes. That's the answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is it's weird. Yeah, this is a derailment. We witnessed the derailment of hype.
Oh man. I wanted to believe that Kai would rebound from the like losing to Pantoja, like you guys were saying. It's like that's no shame. You're losing to an all-timer.
Yeah.
But this, dude, do you want to go back to Ryzen? That might be a little better for you. But moving on, Michael Page, MVP, gets the dub over Jared Cannonier, 15th and 18th at middleweight. It was like 2 rounds of styling and then 1 round of like, oh shit, I don't know how to do anything on the fucking ground. And Jared Cannonier does. Is that an accurate assessment?
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 rounds, I mean, like you said, MVP was styling on Cannonier to the point where, like, I mean, in both the first and the second round,
it was a fucking joke.
Yeah, dude, he knocked them down hard, like in the first round and in the second round. Like I mean, his speed and like the way he's able to enter Cannonier's space or just like his opponent's space in general is, I mean, he's lightning quick and he's able to land like pretty much whatever he wants in that time. But yeah, I mean, in the third round, I mean, he even admitted as much in the post-fight interview. He just like completely had like a moment of stupidity and ended up on the ground. It's like he was trying so hard for the KO that like he gave Cannonier, you know, some chances. And yeah, I mean, that third round, I mean, he lost it because of that.
Fuck. Carlos Pratesh. KO1 over Jeff Neal, 12th and 11th at welterweight. Spinning elbow. I smoke cigarettes. What the fuck do you think about that? Spinning elbow. I don't give a shit what you think.
Knockout of the year contender. Amazing. Just incredibly dynamic shot. And like, I mean, Prates stepping up to the plate coming off that loss against Ian Gary. I mean, absolutely what he needed to do in this moment to get himself back on track.
Yeah. Dude, this was such a good KO. So like an immense, like, you know, it was like last second as well. Yeah. 4:59 of round 1. Literally last second of round 1. Jeff Neal has never been knocked out before. And dude, this elbow put him out. I know you guys heard that crack as well whenever the elbow
Oh
landed on
my
his skull, that
god, it was
temple.
nasty.
Dude, I was worried, man. I was worried, but
Nasty.
luckily, yeah, luckily Neil's okay. But dude, a tremendous KO. This is exactly what we needed to see from Pratesh. An amazing win.
Oh, well, speaking of elbows, Lerone Murphy stops Aaron Pico in the first. There's only so many times that you could lunge in before somebody figures out you're lunging in. And that's what happened here. Lerone Murphy, spinning elbow, knocks out Aaron Pico. One of the things in the post-fight interview that stood out to me was Joe Rogan really made a point of like talking about some people fly under the radar, but at some point they do something that takes them into the spotlight. And that was this for Lerone Murphy. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, people were saying, his last fight versus Emmett was boring. This completely, everyone forgot about that. Everyone forgot about that. Another impeccable KO we got, and just like it was immediately after, the Pratesh KO, spinning elbow KO. And I was telling you guys earlier that I saw a stat on Twitter posted about like there's only been like 10 KOs, 10 spinning elbow KOs in the UFC, and 2 of them happened on this night. Dude, Murphy, he looked really good. He looked really good. And, Pico had a lot of hype coming in, from another organization. He was this dominant wrestling champ. But dude, Murphy, he's been fighting killers as well in the UFC. Ige, Emmett, he's fought Barbosa as well. I mean, he's collecting. His resume is sort of looking a little bit good now, and he's on a nice little win streak as well. This is like the type of performance you want to really put your name out there. And we saw as much because Alexander Volkanovski himself made a tweet saying that he will see Murphy in his next defense. So, I mean, this is a great performance and a great result for Murphy. This is exactly what he needed in his career.
Movsar takes the cuck chair in the corner.
Yeah.
Volk was saying this morning that he was injured, apparently. So because he did have to pull out of that other fight he was scheduled in, and it sounds like he's not going to be ready when Alex is. And so Murphy's up now.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck, Movsar. Have you tried not being injured?
Yeah, I mean,
It
it's sort of
goes
like
better for athletes to not be injured.
Yeah. It is hilarious that like Movsar has been on this crazy win streak and he's just still not getting a title shot. But yeah, man, I mean, this is entertainment business, and Murphy did something entertaining. I gotta say, man, this is like rough for PFL, Bellator. None of their guys have succeeded coming over. None of them.
It's just the one FC dude, RDR, and that's about it.
Yeah. It was like sort of wild as well watching it because like Pico was like having some success earlier, but it was like, I mean, he was trying to pressure a lot. Yeah, but like you could see that like Murphy, and it was part of the game plan. I mean, I think he even said as much in the post-fight interview. But like you even saw prior to the knockout, Murphy was looking to time the entries that Pico was making. I mean, he threw a knee that like barely missed Pico's chin on one of his entries, and then Pico kept like diving or moving his head off to the side, and Murphy made that. I mean, you saw how this fight was barely 3 minutes. It's Murphy made that read really quickly, timed the spinning elbow. I mean, it was just this is what fight IQ is, and Murphy showed more IQ than Pico in this instant.
Yeah, and just such a tremendous knockout. I mean, he is. It's amazing that this happened right after the last one. We got 2 back-to-back knockout of the years contenders. But just I just think from Pico's side, what was the UFC thinking? And Pico was favored too by Vegas. I don't know how that happened either. Like, yeah, he's good, but like this is in his debut fight, we're gonna give him a top 6 ranked opponent, and we're gonna make him the co-main event. And like, look what's happened now. Like, Pico has negative star power now. He got put on the biggest stage possible they could have done, and then he just gets flatlined. And it's like, what? Like, they're gonna, he'll continue to fight in the UFC, but like, where do you go from here? Because like, he looks like a mile away from the top 5 after that. And it didn't have to be like that. They could have given him a much more reasonable opponent to start his UFC career. But instead, they've set him up for failure by throwing him in there with Murphy.
Do you think it had anything to do with Taira coming in and fighting the number 1 rank?
What do you mean?
He fought Royval like right away, and he lost, yes, but he had success.
You know what I think it is? I think Dana White has this perverse like fetish for wanting to prove the UFC has always been the best, and so he's putting these guys intentionally in positions where they will likely lose, right? Even if they're good, right? First fight, you're fighting Brandon Royval, but like, it's a hard fight to win, no matter how long you've been around. Like, I'm starting to genuinely think if there's like a personal beef that he's exacting on other organizations by intentionally trying to embarrass them.
Everyone else, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how else you could describe it, because it's not intelligent matchmaking by any stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I have zero idea where do they go with Pico after this. Like, what are you supposed to do? He's got to be out of the top 10. I mean, you got to give him maybe someone in the top 15 range, but like,
maybe.
Yeah, this is everyone in the UFC. If they didn't know him before, he's gonna be known as a dude who got flatlined by Murphy. On the co-main event of 319. This is about it. Worst. This is the worst start you can get to your UFC career. I just don't know what he does next. Yeah, this is a terrible start.
Anything more for Murphy Pico?
Dude, GG to Murphy, man. That was a great KO. Great KO.
All right. Speaking of not great, not KOs. Khamzat Chimaev, Dricus du Plessis. Chimaev gets the dub in the most grimy way possible. Yeah, he won, but like, god fucking shit. Could you have at least tried to do something else? I don't know. I'm just shitting on Chimaev because I was a DDP backer. So, what do you guys think?
I think, it was the worst case scenario. I think when we previewed this fight, this was a fight that genuinely, I think, we thought could have gone in a lot of different ways. And we thought that because if you look at the, air quotes, MMA math, right? Khamzat struggled against Burns, and he struggled against Usman. But sometimes stuff like that just doesn't matter. Like, sometimes guys like Khamzat, they just have a lower floor and a really high ceiling. Like, there's not necessarily a translation between, these weaknesses don't have to exist forever. And yeah, I guess genuinely, it makes his like injury and sickness excuses look like legitimate reasons, right? He comes into this fight 100%, and this is what his ceiling can be. And it's the most dominant wrestling we've ever seen out of any UFC fighter. Like, I don't think there's anyone that has Khamzat's ability to just completely ragdoll. Like, even someone like du Plessis, who's like, he's like a heavyweight out there. He's walking around at like 215 on fight night. And I mean, Dricus, his own style kind of came back to bite him with how kind of awkward and off balance he fights. He just had no ability to sprawl. And if I can say one good thing about Dricus is that it seems like he genuinely did train on the ground to survive, but he was banking on, I just have to survive, wait for his cardio to run out, and then rounds 3, 4, and 5, I'll get him. And you did see that because he defended. I couldn't even count how many submission attempts he fought off, and he did a really, really good job of kind of muting and smothering those ground and pound strikes. Like I've never seen someone he got into 2 different crucifixes and survived both. And he didn't get mugged either. Like he didn't look good after the fight, but he didn't get like thrashed. Like, you know, if we would think of like a Khabib fight might have been. And I think you have to credit Duplessis a lot there. He trained very hard to survive on the ground, but he didn't, you know, to his detriment, he didn't train to sprawl. He just figured, I'll get taken down, I'll accept that, I'll survive then, and I'll bank on my cardio to win me the fight later. And, you know, Chimaev clearly worked on his cardio. Like, he has the ability to go 5 rounds if he's at 100%.
That was a big surprise that he went 5. Like, he was able to carry himself doing what he wanted to do for 5 rounds. But, yeah,
and it was mostly as well because he was, like, this fight played right into Khamzat's game. Like, that's his world. The wrestling world is his. Like, I mean, if it would have been a different story if, you know, DDP would have been able to, you know, in 1 round defend a takedown, keep it up on the feet a little bit, get some strikes in. It would have been a different, you know, a different fight in it, you know, altogether. But this was Khamzat's world that DDP was dragged into, and man, he got tossed around like pizza though, man. It was real bad. I mean, there was just nothing he could do. I'm looking at the striking differential. I believe they set a new record. I mean, Khamzat landed 529 strikes compared to DDP's 45. I mean, that's, man. And like, I will say this, like, a lot of these strikes were like taps. I mean, like Nathan said, whenever Khamzat had DDP
in the crucifix. Yeah.
It was like taps. I mean, they weren't really like damaging shots. The vast majority of them. But I mean, there was just DDP got nothing going. There was no DDP offense in this fight. Although I will say, like, you know, in those last 30 seconds. Yeah, those last 30 seconds. What did you guys, whenever that happened, DDP got mount.
I was
trying to lock that
shitting
choke
my
in.
pants,
You guys...
like hoping, like, you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. Could you imagine if, like, dude, if DDP would have got that? Could you imagine? I mean, that would have been insane. Like, I mean, literally, Khamzat dominates for 4 minutes and 30, or he dominates 4 rounds, and then, you know, an additional 4 minutes 30 seconds. But DDP, the last 30 seconds, locks in the choke and wins. That would have been insane to witness. Like, honestly, that was one of the only moments of excitement.
I would have thought less of DDP if that had been the case. It would have been like, you got dominated for 4 and 4.5, and you luckily. It's like it would be like Amir Khan in boxing. It's like, never been outboxed. Okay, sure, you've never been outboxed, but you just get knocked out in the last waning seconds of the fight. What the fuck?
Yeah, it would have been insane to see that. I mean, to his credit, man, DDP, he was actually trying to win up until the very end, but it just, you know, was not enough. I'm sort of worried for this division now, because now that Khamzat is champion, and I've been thinking, like, who can beat him, bro? Who can beat him? And, like, the names that come to mind are like RDR, Fluffy, maybe a Kyle Bahalio. I don't know about Imavov, but, like, I think
RDR.
those
Best
are
I
at
got.
least interesting matchups. Yeah, they're interesting matchups. But I don't know, like, could you really favor them against Kamzat?
I think the only person that can really beat him at this point is himself. Like, if he screws up his training camp and he overtrains and he gets himself sick again, I feel like that's the only time he's going to lose. Right? So you just have to catch him on the right night. But, like, stylistically, like, RDR, probably has the grappling ability to handle most wrestlers, but I don't think he can handle 5 rounds of Shemaev. Like, it's going to be relentless. It's like, okay, you stopped the first 3 takedowns. Cool, well,
Yeah.
he's ready to shoot 50 more, just as intense. And so I just don't think there's anyone at this division that's going to test him. He's going to have to move up. And he's talked about becoming a 3-division champ. That's right. Does that mean he's going to try and make a play for heavyweight someday? I mean, possibly, because I don't see him going back down to 170 pounds. So we're going to probably not see him lose again until he tests the waters at light heavyweight, or even heavyweight if he gets that far.
I am wondering, like with RDR, the only thing that does make it like intriguing is like his knees, his step-in knees. Like, I don't know if, like, can he catch Kamzat coming in? Like, that is an interesting point in the fight. But yeah, I really don't see anyone beating Kamzat. At least not this version of Kamzat.
I just want to see an outsider, especially from one. I want to see him succeed. So I'm pulling for RDR over Shemaev. But the problem is that he has a really similar build to DDP. It's just he doesn't fight the same way, but he's built the same, and I'm worried that Shemaev could do him the same way.
Yeah.
You know who's
Yeah,
actually thrown their hat? Or go ahead, Isaac.
Ooh. Oh no, I was just gonna like reiterate about the knees with RDR. I mean, he's also a big man. I think his wrestling credentials as well are like pretty established. But yeah, I mean, I just it's hard to imagine right now, and with this version of Kamzat, that anyone at middleweight can beat him. It's hard to imagine.
It is.
So the only confident person I've seen speaking about facing Hamzat was, funnily enough, was Sean Strickland. And I don't know what has gotten into his water. I mean, it could just be him being himself, but he seemed that snort.
He's sorry.
Strickland apparently is very confident. So if nothing other than like perverse curiosity, I kind of want to see that fight because he's talking a lot of shit right now.
He's gonna Philly shell his way out of wrestling takedowns.
Well, apparently, that's kind of been the meme around Strickland, is that he like quietly has a very good wrestling game. He just never has the opportunity to show it. And he did say he's trained with Hamzat before, and he's trained with a lot of like that style of wrestling.
Interesting.
And so I like, and it could just be total bullshit, but I kind of want to see it, because if Strickland somehow won that fight, that would be like, what a wacky career he would have, right? He beats Izzy, the best pure striker of his generation, and then he beats Hamzat, the best pure wrestler of his generation. It wouldn't make any sense, but it would be really funny if that worked out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you, boss. I think Strickland gets ragdolled, like real bad. But I will say this: the press conference would be hilarious to watch.
That
would be
really
media.
good.
Yeah, would be hilarious because Strickland is gonna be super unhinged.
And Shemaev talks a lot of shit. Like if somebody says something to him, he talks a lot of shit.
Yeah. There'd be some really nice back and forth. Honestly, that would almost make it worth it.
I mean, it's not like he would be jumping over some rightful contender that we think, oh, this is going to be a good fight, because right now the whole division looks fucked. Like, there's no one that's like poses a serious challenge, and so I mean he's ranked second right now, so that may be happening before too long. We'll see.
Anything more for 319? All right. Let me put some bows on this shit. LVX Media Net. That is the social media handle everywhere. If you cannot find it, chances are we're not on it. Wherever you're listening, hit us with a subscribe or a follow or whatever the fuck the button says. Do one of those. It helps us out. If you're unhappy with the advertisements, well, patreon.com/LVXMediaNet. That's where you get yourself out of that situation. Discord. lvx.be/discord. If you want to get a special role, go through Patreon. But if you don't really care, just go through the usual way, lvx.be/discord, and get yourself hooked up. There's a MMA section. It's a whole fucking community at this point. So
yeah,
we're
active on fight nights.
There on fight nights, for MMA fight nights, for boxing fight nights, like, just people are involved in pretty much anything you can think of. So get yourself hooked up, and let me leave it there. What if a small natural step could make a profound difference in your daily well-being? Many of us grapple with everyday stress, looking for natural ways to support our mood, our mental resilience, and our overall vitality. The answer might lie in nature's wisdom. Support for this episode is from psilocybin, a powerful psilocybin mushroom in a convenient microdosing capsule. Revered in traditional practices, psilocybin is gaining recognition for its remarkable benefits in mental health. With psilocybin, you're choosing a natural path to holistic wellness. I feel it's incredibly important to say that this isn't a substitute for professional medical advice, it's just a really good supplement. Of the 3 blends, I've tried the Inner Peace blend, and I can tell you from the beginning I felt a greater sense of calm and mental clarity. I've been juggling with some unfortunate stressors, and I've been doing it with a lot more resilience. But psilocybin is more than just a supplement, it's a step towards a more harmonious you. If you want to have a look at what psilocybin has to offer, go to lvx.be/psilocybin, that's SOULCYBIN, and use the code LuxMedia to get yourself a nice discount. Help us out a little bit in the process. Take the first step towards inner peace and clarity. Nurture your nature with nature. lvx.be/psilocybin, use code LuxMedia. In today's connected world, your digital life is always on. You shop, you bank, you connect with friends and family. All of this happens online. But with every download, every click, there lurks a hidden danger: viruses and other cyber threats. One wrong move and your personal data, your photos, even your identity could be at risk. And that's a scary thought. You need more than just hope or vibes. You need proven protection. Support for this episode is from Malwarebytes. It's your digital shield, constantly detecting, blocking, and eliminating the nastiest shit that you can find online. Think of it as your personal cyber guardian, always on watch so that you don't have to be. With Malwarebytes, you can browse, bank, enjoy your online life with confidence. No more worrying about malware, phishing scams, ransomware, or any of that other nasty shit. Enjoy secure access to what matters most to you. Protect your digital world, protect your peace of mind. Take Malwarebytes for a trial run today. Go to lvx.be/mwb and invest in your online security today. Cool. Oh, the preview section is fucking light for this week. Let me do 2 real quick. Dana White's Contender Series continues, season 9, week 3. There is a light heavyweight capping off the card. Featherweight, light heavyweight, lightweight, and heavyweight. So there you go. Friday, August 29th. Oh, the Dana Contender Series is always on Tuesdays. This is on Tuesday, August 26th. Friday, August 29th. 1 Friday fights, 122. You don't have to know who's fighting. It doesn't really matter. You're going to get some good fights. I guarantee it. 100% guarantee you're gonna get some good fights. But that's it. Like, dude, that's it for the previews. This is a really fucking light week, man. It sucks to suck.
Comes in waves.
It comes in waves. So sucks to suck this week, but we'll get back. Some news that came up. Charles Oliveira versus Fiziev on UFC Brazil. Holy shit. What a fight.
This is a very scary fight for Charles. Really a scary fight for both guys because, Fiziev just recently came back after being off for a long time. Like, neither can really afford losses. But, I mean, Fiziev could theoretically recover from this. I don't think Charles could. I think Charles would be like on the doorstep of retiring if he were to.
If he took a hard stop, then he would be like on the doorstep of retirement.
I feel like one of the big driving factors, like for as far as reasons go for taking this fight, is because it is UFC Brazil. Like I imagine he's going to be the one headlining. I think unless maybe if they put a title fight on here, I guess I could see that like overshadowing Oliveira in terms of like the number 1 spot. But yeah, man, this is a dangerous fight, man. He just got brutally knocked out by Topuria. Super quick turnaround as well. Like pretty much like he's already got to be in camp pretty much at the moment, and he got knocked out a few weeks back. So yeah, I mean this is sort of worrying, and we'll see. Fiziev is a lethal striker, big Muay Thai artist. This is worrisome, man. This is worrisome. We'll see. Fiziev was just in the war with Justin Gaethje last time, but he didn't get slept or anything like that. So I don't know, man. It's sort of I'm gonna have to sleep on this one a little bit. As it gets closer, we'll tell our predictions, but. Just off rip, I feel like I have to favor Fiziev here, but we'll see. We'll see.
Gato.
Sorry, had a kitten there. Nurmagomedov versus Paul Hughes rematch is official. Something just for people who may not think that there is stuff happening outside of the UFC bubble. Here is something. This is probably going to be a pretty stacked card. I would not be surprised to see Dakota Dicheva also on this, just because she just had a really quick knockout. So should be good.
This might be the last big PFL event, if I'm being totally honest. Like, both these guys had a tremendous fight the first time around. They both have solid regional fan bases. I think this could be it for PFL because there's nothing on their calendar coming up that's remotely interesting.
I'm gonna have to dig to try to find something.
Yeah, the only other thing that I could see potentially overpowering this is if like Francis Ngannou somehow comes back for a fight. But yeah, I mean at the moment that's not on schedule. So yeah, I mean, I have to agree here. This is, I mean, I wasn't, if this is their last big event. This is a tremendous one to, like, you know, have at the back end of their existence here, because man, the first fight was tremendous. Man, Hughes got really close to beating him. I think I did favor Usman in the first fight. I think he won like 3-2, something like that. It was very close though. Yeah, the rematch has been building for some time. I was hoping they could get it in Ireland, but it's gonna be, what is it, Abu Dhabi again, I believe. So yeah, it's, you know, I'm very excited for this fight. The first one delivered. I think we could see some improvements from Hughes as well. And maybe we'll see if, you know, maybe Usman figures him out in camp. The game planning is better this time. We'll see. There's a lot of good storylines here.
There is stuff happening outside of UFC. It's not a lot. But Imavov versus Borralho. When is this happening?
This is September 6th.
Yeah. It's
This is
it's coming up.
It's a fight night event, I believe.
Oh, well, it's a really good fight.
Yeah. I mean, we were just speaking about DDP and Khamzat fighting. I mean, this is pretty much, you know, potentially a title eliminator. I mean, these are two,
next
like,
opponent.
teams. Yeah, Imavov just like blasted Izzy out of there. Borralho, he's been on a tear recently as well. Yeah, man, middleweight. There's a lot of stuff going on at the top now, and these two, both their names are in that. So yeah, this fight is. I'm very excited for this fight. How do you guys see it going? Look, I feel like I can't really doubt the Fighting Nerds anymore. They've been putting up some tremendous results recently. So I've got to keep supporting them. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be back in Borralho here.
See, I probably would be right there with you, but then Imavov like knocked Izzy out cold, and I didn't know he had that in him. If his striking is elevating to a point where he can put together, you know, knockout performances, I don't know how this fight goes, because Imavov has got a lot of grappling skills. He's a very good wrestler. I mean, it's going to be a really, really awesome fight to see play out, because I can't pick a winner here. This is a great matchup of skills here, and hopefully the winner would be the next in line for Khamzat. That makes the most sense.
Yeah, it's both of them really want this win. I mean, they could be seeing the title shot next, and that, you know, the timing is very close to, you know, Khamzat just having fought, so a win would be massive for both of them. I'm excited for this.
The co-main event is also kind of insane. Benoit Saint Denis versus Mauricio Rufy. That's your co-main event. That's a straight war.
Oh man, dude. So it's Fighting Nerds co-main and main. Wow. All right, so dude, their coach is gonna be very busy. Those
Is this in Paris?
Last two fights. Yeah, I think this is the Paris one. No.
This is gotta
Yeah,
be Paris.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right. Fighting Nerds versus Paris. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, this is good. That's a very co-main and main. That's a very good like little 2-fight streak there. Like that's pay-per-view worthy fights. Those are very.
Can you imagine if they had just done the right thing and put Aspinall Gone as the main event over that? Like, that would have been an incredible pay-per-view.
Dude, Rufy, Saint Denis, Borralho, Imavov, and then top it off, Gone versus Aspinall. Dude, that is honestly like $80 worth if we're trying to get real.
That is worth
that's getting
paying
up there,
for.
being worth in price. Yeah.
Or paying my subscription to Paramount Plus.
Yeah. The future is here.
Man, honestly, like, you guys are talking about Borralho. Like, I don't know if I see him beating Imavov. I don't know.
I mean, it's possible, man. It's Imavov could win. Imavov, I mean, like we said, he sparked out Izzy. But what is it? That fight was only like 2 rounds or something like that, right? I remember one round Izzy
It was a
actually
quick
like, built-
stoppage.
yeah, and then like I think like in the next round, like Imavov just completely took over and like sparked him. But yeah, man, his striking is elite. He has grappling, has wrestling. We'll see. We'll see. I want to stick by the fighting nerds. I want to stick by them, but yeah, I could totally see Imavov winning as well.
For like the Saint-Denis fight, like I'm thinking like, yeah, fighting nerds, and I'm part like the inner part of me wants to stick with the fighting nerds, but it's like Imavov, like, man, I don't know, this guy has a chip on his shoulder, like enough being looked over. He's trying to prove something.
Yeah, I mean the last win definitely did a lot for him. Like putting out Izzy, that's
immense.
That gained a lot of fans too. Yeah, like
for sure.
I think he had like a fight with Brendan Allen. Like in his previous fights, he's been like sort of not boring, but I mean just not like super exciting either. But yeah, that Izzy fight, I mean that's a super statement win. So yeah, I mean it's I could easily see Imavov beating Borralho. I'm excited though, man. That's a very good card. Or at least like co-main and main, at least.
Cheering for a Frenchman. Ugh. What is wrong with me?
It's dark times indeed.
Yeah, no shit. All right, that's it for the news. Anything more for, I don't know, something that I might have missed, or? All right.
Do a little UFC schedule check
Yeah.
or news check. Anything at all?
Yeah, I usually check the TMZ equivalent of MMA.
No, nothing.
All right then.
At least nothing we haven't already said.
All right. So we are on our way out. It's a light weekend, but we're coming off of 319. Parting words.
Dude, it's I don't know, especially like at middleweight. We could potentially see a dominant champ here with Khamzat Chimaev. It'll be very interesting. We're in that scenario now where we see this guy who seems like unbeatable at the moment, but either he's gonna retire, like eventually he will lose. Yeah, I'm excited for the future, man. There's a lot of good fights on the horizon. But yeah.
It definitely feels like we're entering a new era. And if any other middleweight is going to have a hope and a prayer of surviving this era, they need to get better at the wrestling. So, time to get your wrestling coaches sorted.
Yeah.
All right. If that'll do it, then that's it for this edition of the Ultimate Fucking Casuals. We'll see you on the other side of this light ass weekend.
Yeah. See ya.